Okay, so here's generally how I feel about the dog park powers. The obedient ones, where so you get a resource uh, on the track and it gives you points. I like that one. The ones where it gives you getting a resource gets you another resource. I like those too. However, those abilities are very expensive. Um, the Go Fetch and the Obedient. Now the collector ones like Stick Chaser, Ball Hog, Toy Collector, and there's one for treats, I assume. Yeah, there is. Those ones I don't like as much, but they're fine. Eager is fine. Social Butterfly, whatever. Playmate, whatever. Search and Rescue, whatever. Raring to Go is fine. Crafty, I'd say, is the worst. Okay. So here we have the different colors, toys in pink all the way down to gun dogs in blue. And I have each of the times when it says go fetch, I have drawn an arrow to where it. So there is a single dog that goes from get a rare resource of the treat, gives you a toy as well for the blue gun dogs, as well as the green pastoral dogs. And there's the reverse. The dotted line is the expansion. So one of the expansion cards has the reverse ability happening for those go fetch ones. So this is how all the go fetch ones work, as well as the ones that go for obedient. So you can notice some trends right there. Okay, and this symbol just means the playmate ability. So to after you get that food, you're able to switch. Okay, now for these ones, the eager, when you just put the dog on your lead, you get that. So you pay whatever resources you need to get that dog, and then you put that dog on your lead. That one here. This is a terrier. Did in that color. Costs that and that, but gives you this. And you can see that card is represented by this one right here. Okay, so there is a single toy dog that does it, and a single toy dog that does it for sticks. So sticks and toys. And then for the final scoring collecting, there is, I guess, one of each for the toy dogs in final scoring. Almost one of each for final scoring at the end of the game. Hoarding these, except for the treats, is a little bit more rare. And as you can see, the terriers don't have it. The utilities do have it. The pastorals do not have it for the treats. However, they do have it for the toys, picking up toys at the end of the game. So the pastorals are only missing the treats. The gun dogs are only missing the toys. And the hounds, these three are the most common. The hounds, they are missing the toys as well, similar to the gun dogs. Okay, so those are some trends that you noticed. And then crafty. This is really a horrible ability. You can see with this Hungarian Wisla, right? So you pay a stick to get this dog on your lead, and then you have to pay. You may pay another resource, any of those 4 resources, to get a ball. Okay, and so there is one gun dog that does that. That was that Hungarian Wisla. All right, so crafty, like I've said, that's my least favorite of the abilities. But yeah, it seems like only the expansion ones have crafty to be able to turn any resource into a rare resource. A lot of times it's turn any resource into a common resource. But I think it's interesting that only one type, I believe that is the terriers, I think, has the ability to, yeah, here, this guy right here, Norfolk Terrier, has the ability to crafty turn any resource into a toy. Okay. Alright, I guess I lied. I guess there's one other here, right here, that is an expansion that does it as well. So I'll mark that in the color for the working dogs, which is like a kind of a red color. Okay. So, anyhow, so, you know what, I may have missed the terrier, but gotten the working dog that did it. regardless, you get it. Like there's a little bit less of them to do the there's a little bit less that do the rare resources, and you'd have to get the expansions to do a crafty for a rare resource. Crafty is pretty common for the common resources. Once again, here's the percentages with the no expansions, 163 dogs, and with no expansions, or with all expansions, 221 dogs, and that's the percentages there. So, any trends you notice with this? I thought it was interesting that the only ones that go from toys to sticks were the gun dog. Everything else, well, I guess also the hound as well. There's one hound that goes from sticks to toys. There's one hound that goes from toys to sticks. The same thing with sticks to treats with the hounds, and balls to treats back and forth. So that's counting 2 cards because 2 arrowheads. But the gun dog's one way. The blue gun dog's one way. So look at the toy dogs. They have a lot to do with these toys, but with the toy dogs, there is no loops. Like, get a ball, you get another ball. The working dogs had one for that. The utility dogs had one for sticks, and I think those were the only ones that had loop rounds. So with that, that is the analysis of all of the powers in Dog Park. Thank you so much for watching.